Hi, I'm Mike Capizzola from the Investing Channel, and you're watching Pink Diamond, the show where we help you find the diamonds in the rough of the pink sheet and small cap market. This week on Pink Diamond, we're looking into a market which had a value of $66.8 billion in 2020, and that's projected to grow to $100 billion by the end of 2026, if not before. This is a marketplace that's dominated by a half dozen major manufacturers, three of whom accounted for approximately 84% of global production in 2021. What's more, 2 out of the 3 largest producers are based in one country, namely South Korea. That concentration of production is perhaps the market's Achilles heel, and as we're finding out now, this concentrated market structure is potentially its biggest risk. The markets and products in question are those for DRAM and NAND flash memory, which are vital components in an increasingly wide range of consumer electronics, household, and other technologies. Both DRAM and NAND flash memory are dynamic and are able to store and retain information when a device is switched off or is without a power supply. A perfect example of this type of dynamic memory in action are the lightweight and highly responsive SSDs or solid-state drives common to most modern laptops, storage devices, and other peripherals. The company that we're looking at today is a supplier of high-quality modular hybrid memory components that merge DRAM and NAND technologies. That company is Netlist, and its customers are some of the world's leading OEMs or original equipment manufacturers within the electronics space, including names such as Cisco, Garmin, HP, IBM, and Juniper Networks, among others. Netlist is headquartered in Irvine, California, alongside many other technology companies and close to several university campuses. As we might expect, Netlist's C-suite is packed with career technologists and business people, including the CEO and co-founder of the firm, Chun K. Hong, who launched the company back in 2000. Netlist is OTC quoted with a market cap of $1.25 billion. So though it's bigger than many OTC companies, it's a relative minnow compared to the likes of Micron, which is one of the dominant forces in dynamic memory and has a market cap of $86.8 billion. Netlist's scale has, however, allowed it to be nimble and innovative, and it has a number of patents and inventions under its belt, some of which have been world firsts. This is a sector where it's not uncommon for small businesses to develop new technology and designs and then to license those products for use by larger manufacturers. Netlist holds patents in areas such as server memory, hybrid memory, storage class memory, rank multiplication, and load reduction technology. Outside of California, the company maintains manufacturing and testing facilities in Suzhou, China, and its business strategy is to use technology and innovation to create products that will save its end customers, the major OEMs, both money and time, and increase their performance. Micron said recently that it expected the shortage in dynamic memory components to last for another year at least, and the backlog of demand shows no sign of diminishing. So any products or innovations that can aid production and help ease supply chain constraints are likely to be welcomed by the industry. Netlist reported Q1 2021 revenue of $14.9 million and gross profits of $1.5 million, or 10.1% of net sales for the period. However, its expenses were higher, and it booked losses of 2 cents a share, or $4 million in the quarter, though those costs included one-off bonuses and stock compensation payments. On the plus side, revenues grew 30% quarter over quarter, and the company has recently closed a deal with the number 2 player in the dynamic memory market, Korea's SK Hynix. Trackstar IQ, our proprietary search tracking tool, has detected a bit of buzz around Netlist stock in recent days. With 461 requests for information on the company, those searches were made by 124 separate institutional traders, a level of interest that was enough to take Netlist straight into the number 12 position in our league table of the most searched for OTC tickers. We could be forgiven for thinking the Wall Street pros have been doing more than just researching the company. The stock is up by 50.77% in the last week, part of a 178% gain over the last month and a 653% rally in the last 6 months. The last month also saw no less than a dozen new price highs out of the total of 21 new highs that the shares have posted year to date. It's hard to say exactly how far this stock could run, but in the current climate, if it's doing deals and supplying vital components to companies that may be 50 or even 100 times its size, then it must be putting itself in the shop window, inadvertently or not. The stock is reminiscent of another well-regarded name in the space, SanDisk, which was itself snapped up by Western Digital in 2016 for $19 billion. That's all we have time for today, but as usual, Make sure you do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions. To find out more about our Trackstar IQ data, sign up for our free newsletter at investingchannel.com/Trackstar.